Morning, everybody. A couple of thoughts for the day while I'm sitting here having my coffee and thinking about what we've going on. I'm fortunate enough that I get to work with some of the most successful schools in the country. I also work with schools that aren't quite at that level. In fact, not even close to that level. Um, and as I was thinking this morning about the martial arts industry, we have a lot of people that I affectionately call ham and eggers. And I mean that in the best way. They're out or lunchbox workers. They're out there working. They're running their schools, and I've done it. I'm helping a school do that now in a little town outside of Madison, and uh, it's such a great life being a martial arts instructor in the first place. You don't have to get up in the morning. You don't have to work late. You wear your pajamas to work, and you get to holler at kids if they don't mind. But one thing I want you to think about today is I like to relate things back to my father. You know, he worked as a truck mechanic for years. And no matter how hard he worked, he might have got a attaboy on the back, but he didn't make any more money. He busted his butt for a lot of years. Um, in the martial arts industry, if we really knuckle down, I want you to think about this. If you really got up in the morning for 30 days and said, man, all I'm going to do for 30 days is focus on getting 25 new students. And you set out a battle plan. I don't care if you got to work 18 hours a day, and you do, by the way. Um, and you cranked it for 30 days, and you could enroll 25 students, and you charge, let's say, $120 a month in tuition. You've just given yourself a $3,000 raise, a $36,000 a year raise. That's amazing. There's no other job in the planet where you can crank it for 30 days and give yourself a $3,000 a month raise. There's nothing like that. What if you did it for 2 months in a row, God forbid, and you gave yourself a $6,000 raise? $72,000 a year, almost $750,000 in 10 years. What could you do with $3,000 a month? How would that affect your family? How would that affect you? You basically could live in any house you wanted to. You can cover a pretty good mortgage with $3,000. You could drive any car you'd want to do. All you have to do is kill yourself for 30 days. And for the next foreseeable future, for the next year, you're set. So I want you to think about our industry. Sometimes we have a tendency to get complacent and hope the students come in and we're happy who pops in. But I've noticed, as you probably do too, the harder I work, the better we do, the luckier I get. So why don't you maybe sit down and write down the number 3,000, write down what you would do with it each month, and see if that maybe gives you the motivation to get off your butt. And like I had to, I took over the helping of this little school outside of Madison. We took it over. We had 27 students. I think in the last 14 months, we've got it up to a little over, I think, 115, 120 students. So we put a bunch in here over the last year. We need to do it again. I can't stop now. Now this, you got to remember the first 100 pays a little salary for you and your landlord. The second 100 goes right in your pocket. So maybe that'll help you think about it. I got no more time to talk. I got to go to work. Hope you all have a great day. Keep kicking. Randy Reid, over and out.